Rock right here today in the Recreation and Convocation Center. Located on the campus of St. Edward's University in beautiful Austin, Texas. A gorgeous day outside, awesome day inside. Of course, homecoming, a big crowd here on hand to witness this contest. With a win today, the St. Edward's Hilltoppers will clinch a share of the regular season championship in the Heartland Conference. But they have a tough task ahead of them in Rogers State. Last time these two teams met, it was quite close. And we'll get into that in a little bit. Hilltoppers dressed in the all-white with the blue and Vegas gold trim. Rogers State dressed in the all-navy blue with the red and white trim. Hilltoppers going from left to right. And we have tip-off. And the tip will be controlled by Rogers State. This is Nikola Nedvariškova from Slovakia, excuse me. Driving the lane here is Madison Dierman. And Dierman will lose it. Lexi Fothery was there, and that will be our first jump ball of the contest. It will be possession arrow in favor of the ladies in white, and the Hilltoppers will start things off with the basketball now. Just had tip-off in this contest. The Hilltoppers come in with a 15-7 record. 9-1 in conference play, or excuse me, 11-2 conference play, 9-1 here in the friendly confines of the RCC. Fothery, dribble drive, tries to pull up jumper, can't get her own rebound to fall. Clark is there to pull down the rebound, and it will go out of bounds. It will still be with the Hilltoppers. As for Rogers State, they come into tonight's contest. 8-17 on the season, 3-11 in conference play, only 2-8 on the road. Fothery gets the inbound pass, drives that baseline, and she will draw the foul. Well, Lexi Fothery had an amazing game last time out, as did the other two seniors that are currently on the floor right now. Fothery was 14 of 14 from the free throw line in the last contest. That is a school record, and she was 100% from the line as she continues to be here today. And I'm afraid it's the curse of the commentator as she misses that shot. The streak will break at 15, but that will give the Hilltoppers the 1-point advantage here early on, 1-0, with 9:05 left in this first quarter of play. I want to thank you again for joining us here on GoHilltoppers.com. And that will be a travel and a turnover. Your starting five looks like this. It's Bailey Hill, the sophomore from San Marcos, Texas. Shakira Barnes, the senior from Snook. Abby Hopper, the sophomore from Lubbock. Yanni Clark, the senior from Round Rock. And Lexi Fothery, the senior from Richmond, Texas. Down low. Look at those moves. Going old school in the low post, Kiani Clark gets her first two of the contest, and that will give the Hilltoppers a 3-0 lead. 8:37 left in this first quarter. Nedvariškova will hand the ball off here on the right wing. Getting that screen was Roberts. Roberts with the cross pass over to Nedvariškova. Down low, turning, puts it up with the left hand. It hits off the back iron and goes out of play. And it will remain with the Hillcats of Rogers State. 8:18 left here in this first quarter, as we will have the inbound coming shortly. Looks like a zone defense deployed by the Hilltoppers. Wide open look from NBA range, and it's just a little too hard. Fothery gets the rebound, sends it up ahead to Hill. Hill, hesitation move, and then goes to the baseline. Can't get the finish, though. Takes a hard fall for her troubles, trying to get the rebound. Coming on the counter attack, here comes Rogers State. Nedvariškova, she will find the rim. A nice move to get to the baseline and gets the roll on the finish. That is the first 2 points for the Hillcats this afternoon. And it's now a 3-2 ball game in favor of SCU with 7:40 left in this first quarter. Shakira Barnes had a big game last time out. Slashes to the rim and just cannot get the finish with the right hand. Nedvariškova trying to get all the way, going coast to coast, and she will be a little off the mark. Falling down on her own accord, that was Dierman. And then the shot missed by Roberts here on the left block. That Hilltopper defense is so stifling. Barnes not wasting any time getting to the rim, and she will draw the foul. These two teams did meet on January 12th at Rogers State.
They don't know those sets. They didn't even watch the
And they had the 72-67 victory then. It's a tight contest. Shakira Barnes going to the free throw line. And she has her first point of the afternoon. She had 22 in their last meeting. Fothery didn't even get a chance to play in that contest. She has only started 9 games, played in 15 since her return from the injury, and she has been nothing less than stellar in her senior season. Second shot is good from Barnes, the senior from Snook, Texas. And it's now a 5-2 advantage for the Hilltoppers. Another Ryshakova to get this ball outside to the left wing. The 3 ball, no good. And Hill will get the rebound. Barnes breaking off something good. And she tries to fluster to the defender. Instead, she'll get the ball back at the top of the key, and now the Hilltoppers will look to run a set play. She gets a good look from the elbow and just has it lip out. 6:35. Here comes Rogers State down low, turning, puts it off of the glass. Fundamental basketball right there by Natasha Kindred, the senior from San Antonio, Texas. And it's now a 5-4 game. Hilltoppers up by 1 here in the first quarter with 6:20 left. Shakira Barnes looking for that screen inside the paint, hands it off to Lexi Fothery. She'll pull it up from short distance inside. And again, the Hilltoppers a little cold from the field. Running and gunning the other way. Outlet pass for a wide open Roberts for 3, and it's just a little too hard as it rims out. The rebound controlled by the Hilltoppers and given to Shakira Barnes. And Barnes will slow things down for just a moment. Clark sets that screen to get the ball out to Hopper. Hopper inside to Clark, who fumbles it for just a second. The fadeaway jumper from the paint, no good. Still locked at 5-4, 5 minutes and 35 seconds left. Neither shots are falling for either team right now. Dearman on the top of the key. Another Ryshakova tried to put it down low. Good defense by the Hilltoppers to force the ball back outside the 3-yard. 11 on the shot clock. Driving inside, it was a good find by the guard Camry Chamberlain, the junior from Vinita, Oklahoma. Shakira Barnes looking for that screen. Roberts meets her in the paint. Hopper, hesitation, going left-handed. She will put it off the glass, but she will also draw the foul, and she will be going to the line. Hopper, a 67% free throw shooter on the season. The foul will be called against Madison Dearman. That's the 3rd foul on Rogers State here in the first quarter of play. Hopper's first shot is good. And now we have some alterations being made by both squads. Hill, Fothery, Clark will all be coming off. It will be Haley Jolly coming on, along with Sandra Guillory. And one more face I didn't quite see as the second shot is made. And the Hilltoppers back ahead, 7-6. And it was Lexi Cunningham who also came in, the native of Austin, Texas, playing in front of her hometown fans. Lauren Schultz, a dangerous rebounder. The pass inside, though. And Darian Jackson, the freshman from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, gets her first 2. And now Rogers State has the 1-point advantage, 4:35 in front of this electric crowd here on homecoming. I want to thank you again for tuning in with us here on GoHilltoppers.com. I'm the Smash Justin Simmons, excited to be with you here today. What a beautiful dish from Shakira Barnes. But Jolly not able to get the finish, and now we have a double dribble, and that will force another turnover. Turnover margin, one of the keys to the Hilltoppers' success this season. And we will have our first timeout taken here with 4:19 left in the first quarter of play. Right now, it's a 1-point advantage for the visiting Rogers State Hillcats as they have the 8-7 lead over your St. Edwards Hilltoppers. We'll have more here at homecoming on GoHilltoppers.com. fans, welcome back as we work our way out of our first time out of the afternoon. Doubleheader action coming at you, and we have a lot of other things going on today. We'll have some Hall of Famers honored. We will have some halftime festives for both games. And it's just been a slew of activities going on here today on the campus of St. Edward's University during homecoming, and I'll touch on that in a little bit more. But we're back to the basketball action now. And our first game of today's doubleheader is the women of the Hilltop going against the Hillcats of Rogers State. Shakira Barnes looking for some room, pull-up jumper in the paint, and you can count it. That will give the Hilltoppers the lead. 9-8 now is your score with 4 minutes remaining in this first quarter of play. Rogers State with the basketball. Schultz gets it at the top of the key. Hesitation move. Guillory will be whistled for the foul. And it's hard to argue that as Schultz gives the nod and approval for the call. Courtney Smith, the senior from OK, Oklahoma, wearing the number 12 coming in. Nedorishkova gets it down low to Schultz. Difficult shot to put up as that defense was swarming from the St. Edward's Hilltoppers as they force the miss and get the rebound. Shakira Barnes with the basketball. Pick and roll action was on. Breaking off something amazing with Shakira Barnes, but she couldn't get the finish. But my, oh my. The speed and just the agility of the way that she can make those cuts. Looking for a screen and losing it off of the dribble. It will go out of bounds off of the Hilltoppers. 16 seconds remain on the shot clock. There's 3:17 on the game clock. First quarter of play as the Hilltoppers have a 9-8 lead. Slimmest of margins, and we knew coming into this contest that the game would probably be rather tight. So far, it hasn't failed to live up to that billing. Off of the inbound for Rogers State. Smith over toward the right wing as Bonahan. The pass outside. Instead, it will be a dribble drive and a miss. Loose ball inside the paint. It is ripped away by Rogers State, and they get a fresh 30 on the shot clock. Down to 20 now. Inside to the cutting Schultz, and it was an easy pass made by Nikola Nedorishkova, the junior from Slovakia. Shakira Barnes coming back to look for the answer. Hopper has it at the top of the key. Dribbles with her left. She's on that left block. She is with a hand in her face, puts up the shot, and she will draw the foul. Rogers State has the 10-9 advantage with 2:27 to go in this first quarter of play. However, Abby Hopper has a chance for the Hilltoppers to regain the lead. 5 fouls have now put the Hilltoppers in the bonus with 2:27 remaining in this first.